Okay, you are live and different day, different venue, but nothing changes for RCB. Five games, five wins, and they are the first team to get qualified for the playoffs. What a run this has been, Trishadi.
Hmm.
Doesn't nothing getting mattered for RCB. Whether they bat first, whether they bat second, whether they bowl second, nothing matter. Even if they lost 4 wickets for 40, doesn't matter. Someone came up and do the job. Even they fail to take early wickets, then someone chip in with wickets and they come up with a win. What a fantastic run this has been for RCB. Now 5 wins, 5 games, and into the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you know, uh, actually, if you honestly tell me, it's 6 out of 6. They won the
Yes,
last group game last year,
yes,
so it has become 6 out of 6. But
and it's a new record.
this, yeah, but this obviously is something completely like this. RCB is completely different. The way they are playing, and most importantly, something that we have been discussing, Snehashish, that this team has been playing like a team. Somebody or the
Mm.
other is performing. Look at it again today. When RCB was in trouble, it was Gautami Nayak. And just by the way, this is the reason we were saying from the beginning there was no need to try Dayal and Hemlata. You could have straight up gone with Gautami Nayak. So much better, such a prospect for the future. And I think Gautami has also shown the fact that in T20s, you don't always need to just go on trying to hit
Sure.
sixes and fours. She scored at a brisk pace, hit technically sound boundaries, and was lovely. 60-run partnership with Mandana, 60 odd run partnership with Richa Ghosh. Perfect platform for Richa also to go and hit those big ones.
Mhm.
And then, of course, I thought RCB's season, or why RCB is at the top right now, was actually kind of summed up by the way Shriyanka Patil batted in those last two deliveries. She just came and hit one to the leg side, switch hit one um, to the offside. So I thought that basically sums up how RCB has approached this season.
Yes, absolutely. And as you mentioned, I think Gautam and I played a brilliant knock. And then exactly, this is why we have been talking about her, that please give a chance to her. Please give at least, 2, 3 games to her. Let's see what she can done. And I think it was an opportunity. I think I was in Trishadi's house only when Gautami came out to bat, and we both were like, "This is the best opportunity for her to score some runs." Even we are not expecting her scoring 70, 80. We are expecting at least score those important 35, 40 runs. Give that
Yeah.
support to someone like Richa, someone like
Yeah.
Shriyanka and Radha Yadav, because Radha Yadav ultimately loves Gujarat Giants. What I have understood by now, I think she loves to bat against Gujarat Giants. Even today also she was fantastic. Whatever delivery she faced, she scored important runs. So I think fantastic not for Gautami. I think it will give her a lot of confidence. And I think Smriti Mandana sounded very happy, in the post-match presentation. That very, very pleased to see that Gautami is scoring those runs. And she clearly mentioned that, someone coming from a domestic tournament and then doing the job at this stage, it is so good to see. So yeah, ultimately that is the primary aim of,
If I
you
was
know,
Smriti Mandana, I would be proud of the fact that you know what, I chose her kind of a thing,
mm,
and she has done so well. So
yes,
yeah.
yes. Yes, absolutely. Okay. But Tushadi, again, today, we are expecting that things will be a little bit tricky for someone like Grace Harris, someone like Georgia Wall, because of, you are going to face Kashbi, you are going to face Renuka Singh Thakur with that, swinging deliveries. And it happened. RCB, were in trouble with those early setbacks. But the way they make a comeback again, how do you see? Richa played that, knock, and then again, that important contribution that you mentioned also, Shriyanka and Radha Yadav.
Absolutely. I think Georgia Wall and Grace Harris both, they have been a little inconsistent even for Australia. And if you
Mm.
remember, I was talking about how she was played down with,
What happened?
I don't know, something happened. But anyway, um,
Mm.
as I was saying that you know. sorry,
Yeah.
Georgia Wall. Yeah, yeah. I
But
think the Georgia Wall dismissal is something that I had seen in the Delhi game. I remember Wall came in because Litchfield was injured. So Georgia Wall opened the batting, and Georgia Wall was in form back then as well. And even after that, to Renuka, she got bowled out, similar delivery, same play down. So there's a bit of a problem with Georgia Wall, and I think also Grace Harris, you expect Grace Harris on tough wickets not to be able to, utilize the power play completely. And I think RCB are perfectly fine with that, because that's the role that Harris has been given. That if you can, then go ahead and get as many runs as you can. If you cannot, then it's just fine. So and they have that luxury with you. You also have to understand, Snehashish, the way the others are performing.
yeah.
I think they have the luxury of absolutely being able to give that rope to Grace Harris, that what, you just go on doing your stuff, and if it works out, it's great. If it doesn't, then we still have batters. And that is where I think today, when Wall and Harris got out, you and I were speaking about how big an opportunity it is for Gautami Naik, but we did not think that Gautami Naik would actually make such merry of the opportunity. She, in fact, became the first uncapped Indian to score 50 this year in WPL. And
Yes.
honestly, the way she batted, Snehashish, I think this is just the beginning of a fantastic career. Um, but also the way Richa is consistently performing in the end, those crucial knocks, 20s, 30s, because it's not like Richa is going to get a chance to score the 70s, 80s every single time, but those 20, 30s are absolutely, precious, and makes the difference between a 155 and a 178.
Yes, absolutely. And I think the pitch the pitch was not that kind of flat, Trishadi, a little bit tricky for the
Yeah,
batters at the start.
yeah,
Mm.
absolutely. It was a little bit
Mm.
tricky at the start, but very less. It's just at the beginning, because the dew
I
was
think
pretty heavy, and
yes. I think
from
when
the
you are
beginning
set,
itself, like,
yes. Once you are set, I think you can score.
there was a little movement in the beginning, nothing that
Yeah.
that could kill
Nothing
somebody
to
or
talk
something like
about.
that.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes, absolutely. Okay, we will talk about Gujarat Giants' performance, but let's talk about RCB's bowling. Another day, I think as a unit, the bowling unit performed brilliantly. Lauren Bell again, another match. She won that small tree again. 13 dot balls. I think again today. So now it's
small
74 dot
tree,
balls.
green. Yeah, you know, Smriti, I think in one of the these things we're saying that you know what, Lauren Bell will need a separate suitcase to actually separate suitcase to actually carry these plants. But that's where I think she was excellent, and she has been excellent. Um,
Yes.
the way
And
she
how
bowls
good
up,
and
and
how good
Sayari
Shali
Sadgare has been. Oh,
Sadgare. Sally Sadgare has been enjoying her outing with RCB so far in 2 games. What an impact she has managed to produce. But along with them, I think again Narendra Clark with her slowers absolutely brilliant.
yeah,
Again continuously hitting the same line and length again and again at whatever stage you are giving her the opportunity to bowl. I think fantastic. And overall, Sri Lanka also chipped in with a wicket. I think Radha Yadav 2 3 balls even span also. I was shocked to see
yes,
Radha Yadav was
yes,
able to spin the ball. So I'm not expecting that thing literally, but yeah, it happened. But Trisha, the one question that didn't see Prema with the ball.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, see, that's something that does not work for me as far as I am concerned.
Mm.
And in fact, this is something that even Mel Jones asked Mithali Raj and Stacey Ann King, and both of them were of the same opinion that you had to get in Prema Rawat. I honestly do not understand when you're that far ahead in the game. Where is the problem in getting a Prema Rawat in? So
Mm.
probably something that you and I won't understand.
Mm.
Um,
Yes. But as of now, all things are going right for RCB. As Trishati
yeah.
mentioned, obviously, 5 wins so far in 5 games this season, but overall 6 wins. And for the first time, a team in WPL have won 6 games in a trot. So it's a new record for RCB for in WPL. Okay, now moving to Gujarat Giants, Tushadi. Now under a bit pressure, kicking off the season with 2 wins, then now back-to-back 3 losses. And Ashley Gardner was really frustrated. I saw her, while speaking to the broadcaster, she sounded and she opened her, the chat. She began with that it's clearly frustrating. I know it's clearly frustrating, and the way we lost is clearly didn't go according to our plans. And then she clearly said that next 3 games are now must-win games for us to be relevant in this competition. But how frustrating this run has been, especially in the last 3 games for Gigi Trishadi, and what has gone wrong again today?
Um, why exactly is
Again,
Ashley
overseas
Gardner?
players not performing again.
Sorry.
Overseas players are not performing again. Beth Mooney, Sophie Devine.
I think first of all, Beth Mooney's form has been really uh, an absolute concern, to be honest, because she has been kind of what do you call it? She has seemed so out of touch behind the
Double-minded.
stumps, in front of the stumps.
Mhm.
When I say in front of the stumps, I mean basically while
Yes.
batting as well as while wicket keeping. And for me, Beth Mooney has completely lost touch. Something like Marisa Nikapa has done with the batting, has completely lost touch, and it's very difficult to understand why. As far as Sophie Devine is concerned, see, this is the reason. Snehashish had said that we should Gigi should have begun with an informed Danny White Hodge, because Sophie
Yes.
Devine, yes, she performs, but Sophie Devine too with the bat is not consistent enough. And now what you have done is Danny White Hodge, who had come completely informed, has been out for 5 6 matches, and she'll be out of touch. So when she
Yes.
comes back, she'll need at least one game to settle down. Also, the
Fine.
other part here is because you are using 4 overs of Sophie Devine and not trusting your Indian pacer. Happy Kumari took bowled 1 over for 10 runs. And you never gave the ball back to her. What rubbish is that? Only probably Ash Gardner can explain. So while I understand why she's trying to say it's frustrating, but if you ask me, then my answer is she's the not she alone. Gujarat management is the one to be blamed, because their game plan right now seems to be all based on 4 players. If you rely on your overseas players, what are you basically saying? That we have 4 players in the team,
Yes.
and that is never going to win you games. That can never win you games.
Absolutely. And Ashley Gardner today scored some runs against, 50 plus, and now with wickets with the ball also. And also she sounded happy with the matchup thing that yes, there is a matchup against, Smriti Bandana, and I did the job today. I took the wicket. Mithali Raj asked that question that did you change anything line or length compared to the Navi Mumbai, pitch today to dismiss Smriti Bandana and others, but she mentioned that matchup again, that thing. But yeah,
It
but
is
but
obsessed with matchup.
but yeah, I think individually it was a good outing for Ashley Gardner. But overall, again, lot of questions. Anushka Sharma looked good again. Tushadi looked good, confident.
Yeah, I mean, for somebody to come back after an injury, and that too when you had broken a finger, or I mean, something happened to the hand in itself. I think good. But again, as I said, whether it's Anushka Sharma, whether it's Kanika Ahuja, I think everyone in the team also knows, and you can see that in the body language of the Indian players, that they know that they do not stand the same importance in Gujarat Giants as the others do, as the
Mm.
overseas players do, whether they perform or not. For example, the other thing that I've really not understood is why has Kanika Ahuja, the bowler, not been used? You know, I'm not saying she would have got 5 wickets every match. Neither am I claiming Happy Kumari would have got 5 wickets, but you did not even use her. So it's very frustrating to see Gujarat in an Indian Premier League treating Indians like that. And that's
Yes,
why at times I
absolutely.
get a little frustrated and I feel like saying it serves Gujarat right that they're losing. Again, I mean nothing against Gujarat, but see this is my problem.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Then I think now questions will rise over Ashley Gardner's captaincy also. I think after 2 3 games it was looking all good still, but now I think after 3 back-to-back losses and this kind of decisions, I think now will raise questions over captaincy also. But I think Trishadi in mind I think will be a little bit happy that Gigi have lost today because they need
Oh
helps.
yeah, absolutely. It opens up the points table completely. And
Yes.
as someone who wants DC to, qualify, I am more than happy that GG loses. I want every team to lose, only DC win. I believe only in Jasiwaj.
Yes, absolutely. But yes, tomorrow is a very big game. For DC for MI also. I think for MI also now it's a very big game. I think any team winning tomorrow's game, I think will be a campaign defining of this edition maybe. Yes. Okay,
I
Trishadi,
agree.
can you take few comments?
I can,
Yeah.
but why should I? I'm just kidding. It, we'll do the same thing. We'll check that
How many likes?
how many likes are there. Okay, I think everyone was aware that I'm going to check because I can already see 15 likes. So we'll start.
Smart audience we
I can
have.
see yeah, I can see a lot of comments, but I just wanted to make one thing clear. As you know, we'll obviously take all the comments, but if there are any abusive comments, and when I say abusive, it does not necessarily have to be abusing Snehashish or me. You can, of course, criticize players. We criticize players as well, but abuses against players, abuses against commentators, abuses against us, the company, or anything of that sort. In short, anything which is abuse will not be entertained. That's all.
Yes.
Ranjit, your thoughts on fielding placements and bowling rotation? Fielding placements was okay with me as far as bowling rotation is concerned. If you're talking about Gujarat Giants, then I still have no explanation for why Happy Kumari did not bowl at least one more over. Sorry, if not more. And I have no explanation as to why, when Smriti and Gautami were batting, Smriti got out in the second over that the spinner bowled in that
Mm.
phase. So I am still at a word's loss to as to why Gardner did not bowl more. What was the scare and what is going through Gardner's mind? As far as Smriti is concerned, I would say field placements were okay, not great. Nothing outstanding is my point. But the bowling changes were good. Having said that, again, not easy to understand why would you not bowl Prema Rawat, especially the way she
Mm.
performed last game. So that is something that RCB has to look at. Oh. Bhanumati is saying, why did Smriti not bowl Prema Rawat? She bowled really well in last match. Looks like she got inspired by Harmanpreet. Too much Harmanpreet inspiration, right? Everyone is forgetting that they have bowlers. आई थिंक एक छोटा पैड रखना चाहिए हर कैप्टन को कि अच्छा ये मेरे बॉलर्स है क्योंकि somehow भूल रहे हैं सबके सब. Yuko Manikandan, 20 extras is the main reason for GG loss. Poor bowling and fielding by GG. They should easily restrict RCB to 150. Agreed, Snehashish?
Yeah, good observation. That 20 extras, and obviously, I think uh, you know 20 extras. Obviously, that gives 20 more runs, and you have to bowl few more deliveries. That also counts. So I think overall, I think it played a huge role.
Absolutely. Um, Yuko Manikandan, GG choose Mooney over Litchfield. Clown management as usual. Current form, age factor favor Litchfield. Sacked Mithali and Nushin. What a mess. Okay, there are a few things that we need to clarify. One thing that we need to clarify, not a few. Yes, Gigi choosing Mooney over Litchfield was a shocker to me and Snehashish as well. As far as the second part is concerned, they did not sack Mithali and Nushin. Both there was a clear sort of communication where they parted ways. Having said that, yes, they did make a whole lot of mess by not retaining them or not doing enough to retain them clearly. But there's one thing that it shows clearly why they might not have retained someone like a Mithali or Nushin, because they clearly don't want to depend on Indian talent and Indian core. And when that
Indian coach.
happens, then you don't want the Indian captain or the Indian coach in your lineup, right? So understandable. Yuka Manikandan says Georgia Wareham had a great WBBL season, but WPL's been a bit of a struggle for her so far, except first match. Yes, absolutely. And that is where in Vadodara, somebody had suggested Kim Gart could have been an option, but I
Mhm.
think they're still sticking with it because, see, again, if our four overseas do not bat well, we don't get runs
Yeah.
because that's there. And think of RCB, who all have performed. Radha Yadav, and I'm saying with the bat. Let's talk strictly with the bat. Radha Yadav, Gautami Nayak, Richa Ghosh. चलो रिचा घोष तो इंडियन प्लेयर है, छोड़ देती हूँ मैं. गौतमी नायक हैज परफॉर्म्ड, सो हैज राधा यादव परफॉर्म्ड. Smriti, fine, I'm leaving Smriti alone, I'm leaving Grace Harris alone, but still, and you have got Shriyanka Patil taking 5 wickets. It's Indian Premier League, so of course, India. I mean, you have to have a good Indian core. That's important. Yuko Manikandan, Gigi missing a trick. No Indian women's cricketer in the coaching staff. Maybe that's why they are not confident about playing their Indian core players. The question is, why is there no Indian player in the coaching staff? Why? There has to be a reason. I remember quite well the first 2 seasons. A lot of people had said a lot of things against Mithali and Nushin. There was a lot of things said about them parting ways with Gigi. But can you see the philosophy now? And if you see the philosophy now, you'll understand why it has happened. I think Gigi has quite exposed their own self. Though, to be honest, would love to see Gigi back because it's a 5 team competition. You don't want any single team to go so behind. Yuko Manikandan, hey Trishaka, is Venkatesh Prasad the new coach of DC women's team? Saw him in the dugout. He is the bowling coach. In fact, one of our Bengal, former Bengal cricketers are also in Delhi. I'll tell you the Delhi coaching staff. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so of course, the head coach is Jonathan Betty. The
Yeah.
bowling coach is Venkatesh Prasad. The fielding coach is Anagha Deshpande, and assistant trainer is Bias Sarkar, who, by the way, is a Bengal cricketer. Or was a Bengal cricketer, of course. I mean, is thoda zyada ho jayega, but yeah, was a Bengal cricketer and a good one at that. Okay, Yuko Manikandan is saying Lucy Hamilton's step out six reminds me of Matty Hedden, fearless against fast bowlers. You know what I like about you guys? I'll tell you exactly what I like about you guys. The fact that match कोई भी हो, हम कहीं ना कहीं से डीसी को ला देते हैं. Sorry. Yuko Manikandan. Hey Trushaka, do you think Perry will retire after this year's T20 World Cup? Ooh. Snehashish, what do you think?
I will not be surprised if it happens. I think if you see for the last 1.5 year, injury have been an issue for Perry also. I can clearly remember the Ashes series also. Remember Trishadi, that back
Yeah.
issue. Yeah, during the Test match, she was
Yes.
not bowling despite starting. So I think if she really wants to prolong her career, at least in the ODI format, or maybe playing some another Ashes series, as in England and Australia plays the Ashes series in between, as the men's team also play. So I think if she decides to after the World Cup, okay, let's stop playing the T20s, I will not be surprised. I think that will be a good call. And see, I think a transition is on the cards for Australia, and there are plenty of players waiting for their opportunities. And I think Australia will love to to give those opportunities going forward.
Hmm. Okay. Um, Yuko Manikandan can't believe DC lost to this GG team. Hurts as a DC fan. क्या ही बोले. और फिर हमें वो मैच रिपोर्ट लिखना पड़ता है और एनालिसिस भी करनी पड़ती है. सोचो मणिकंदन, सोचो. उष्णी
और फिर
उष्णिक has come up.
स्टैट स्टैट के लिए जब बैठो फिर वो लास्ट ओवर का स्टैट निकलना पड़ता है कि डिफाइंड ने
Oh.
डिफेंड किया.
अच्छा, Ushnik has written, Ushnik's comment is so good. This duo again planning 1 a.m. live. Come on, it is a weekday. We are not planning 1 a.m. live. we, you know, I'll tell you guys what happens. The moment the match is ending, we get the link ready, but Sandeep SG4U has written never starts on time. Yes, and it will actually never start on time. I'll tell you why. Because one of us are busy writing the match report generally. So the link has to be generated a little earlier. So the link is generated, and we finish the match report and join. So yes, and unfortunately for the last 7 days, like a broken record, I've been saying that of course the health is also a bit of a problem. But I can assure you that it's not something to disrespect anyone's time. It's just something that we try to maximize whatever we can. Indian supporter RCB surely plays directly finals if win one more match or not lose badly in remaining three matches. With
Yeah.
week-long break before finals, it should be RCB's WPL easily. Otherwise,
Otherwise,
19th November खरा हूँ आज भी मोमेंट हो जाएगा.
यस, अभी लो ऑफ एवरेज का डर आ रहा है सबको. पता
हाँ,
नहीं क्या
मुझे डर
होगा.
इसी बात का. आरसीबी इज प्लेइंग सो वेल स्नेहा जी. आई वाज टेलिंग यू टुडे आल्सो. मुझे डर
Yes.
ये लग रहा है कि ये लोग इतना अच्छा अभी खेल रहे हैं कि कहीं वो एक मैच जो हारे वो फाइनल ना हो जाए.
ये एक मैच ये राउंड में हार जाए तो अच्छा है. हो गया, रिकॉर्ड हो गया, 6 मैच जीत गए. अभी एक मैच
डीसी
हार
के
जाए तो
अगेंस्ट हार
अच्छा
जाए.
है. देखो,
डीसी के अगेंस्ट हार
देखो,
जाए सबके लिए अच्छा है.
जिसको जिसको जो जिस चीज में फायदा है देखो.
काव्या जैन, त्रिशा दे, राधा जितनी अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस आरसीबी पे दे रही है डीसी पे देती तो क्या ही बात हो जाती. अगेन आई थिंक इट हैज गॉट अ लॉट टू डू विथ, हम जैसे श्री चरणी के बारे में बात कर रहे थे ना काव्या, जैसे चरनी इज डूइंग बीइंग वेरी वेल अंडर जेमी एज अ फील्डर. वो होता है, राधा और स्मृति बहुत अच्छे दोस्त है. तो कभी कभी ना वो बैकअप, वो कॉन्फिडेंस जब मिलता है ना तो इंसान अलग ही ब्राइटनेस से शाइन करता है. स्वीटी स्माइली, you are saying captaincy of Smriti is not up to. Then what about her pickings in auction, bowling rotation in matches, field placements on GG versus RCB first match? Bell went for runs, then she stopped her. What about it? मैं समझी नहीं. What about all this? आप कैप्टनसी उसकी सही नहीं है इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि इंसान ही गलत है वो. उसने she has done well with the pickings in the auction, bowling rotation in the match, field placements. There has been okayish. I'm repeating again. There are a lot of angles that the captains have not been able to cut. But taking all this into consideration, मुझे exactly question नहीं समझ आया, because if you are saying that someone's captaincy cannot be questioned just because uh, just because ऑक्शन में अच्छा टीम सिलेक्ट किया है, तो फिर तो मैच, तो फिर हम एनालाइज ही नहीं करते. क्योंकि देखो, कुछ भी बोले हम, कोई ना कोई किसी ना किसी फैन को बुरा लग जाता है, तो अब हम क्या कर सकते हैं बताओ. तो इसीलिए यार स्वीटी स्माइली, तुम स्माइल करते करते हुए और स्वीट वाला स्माइल करते करते हुए हमारा शो सुन ही लो, बर्दाश्त ही कर लो. ओके, स्नेहाशीष, आई वाज गोइंग टू टेल यू, कॉल यू श्रेयाशीष. Okay. Yuko Manikandan, tough times for DC fan, missing Meg Lanning's leadership and some of Jimmy's calls do look off. Hope they turn it around soon. What's your take on DC's next move? Snehashish.
See, I think as a franchisee, when they decided to go with Jamie as a new captain, I think when you're making a new captain, you have to think in your mind that maybe 1 or 2 seasons we might not do that much good. That can happen because a new captain, you have to give that captain a time, and especially when she is a youngster. Jamie is a youngster still. In terms of captaincy, yeah, in terms of a batter, she has played a lot of matches for India. She has played for DC for the last 3 years, in WPL. So from that perspective, she is experienced. But as a captain, as a leader, she has very limited experience. She won that senior women's T20 trophy leading Mumbai, but that is only that one season, not more than that. So I think from DC's perspective, I expect that the franchisee note, even if we are not doing that much good compared to the previous two seasons in this season or maybe in the upcoming season, let's give Jamie at least 3 seasons. Let's go with Jamie at least 3 seasons. We expect Jamie to do at least in the third season, by the end of third season. If till then, if not the performance is coming, is not Jamie is not performing both as a batter as a skipper. If the team is not performing, then look for the alternative options. But please, you have to give someone a relative amount of time. You have to give a expected time. Okay, that this is the minimum time that you are giving to you. Take your time. Bring the changes that you need as a captain. Bring the philosophy that you need among your players. But we need result by this time. So go with your all decisions. We are backing you. Doesn't matter what is the result in coming 15 days or maybe in the coming 30 days. Doesn't matter. We are there to backing you. But after 90 days, we need this result. So let make sure that after 90 days we are there with that result. So I hope that DC have that clarity, and that should be there with a new captain. And I don't think that they are missing McLennan, because they have taken a decision. And if as a franchise, if you have taken a decision, I think there is no way you will look at the past again. So I think they have moved forward with mutually and respectfully. There is no such thing between. I hope that there is no such thing between Meg Lanning and DC. So there should be clarity, and there is, I think. So I don't think that they are regretting or they are missing Meg Lanning. I think they're very much happy with Jamie, and hopefully in coming seasons, I think we can see Jamie as a leader, success as one of the successful leader.
Yuko Manikandan says DC is really missing Sutherland this season. Her all round skills and experience would have helped balance the playing 11 and strengthen their middle and death overs bowling. Absolutely.
Yes.
Bang on. Abhi 7975 looks like it's not happening today, guys. Good night, go sleep. Okay.
Good night.
Bhanumati, they're also working hard. Please understand their situation. Thank you so much, Bhanumati. They are trying to come live for us, not for you guys alone. We come because we like to do live as well. It's not easy to come live this time. Sports fan then says one thing they can do is mention correct time of live so that we are not waiting endlessly. We have never mentioned any time of the live. We just make the link because we have to make the link ready. And as far as the timing is concerned, it's unfortunately very difficult to say that we'll come at 11:30 or 11:15 because okay, I'll explain how the thing works. When you're writing a match report, probably you've written the entire match report. Say for example the DC game, right? When DC played against Gujarat Giants after the Laura Woolward onslaught, and then when Jemmy hit that boundary, 7 runs needed of the last over, I
Please,
had actually finished the match report.
yes. Now, please
I
mention
had
the start. What the start you mentioned that she couldn't do for South Africa, but she did it
Yeah,
for
and
DC.
my first line of the match report was she could not do this in this very ground for South Africa what she has done for DC today, and that was saying that Laura Woolward could not win the World Cup for South Africa, but Laura Woolward has won it for DC. And then what did
And then
DC do?
Melton Cap.
Then Marisane
And then
cap happened, Demi's funny shot happened, and the match turned on its head. So when I had written a complete report of 400, 500 words, thinking that DC has won and arranged it accordingly, I have to actually go back and rearrange those words to say how Gujarat won, and the hero that was Laura Woolward now becomes so divine. So the whole narrative changes. That takes me time, and there is no time to mention when can I quickly finish that, send it, and come live. So guys, it's not our intention to make anyone wait. We would hate to make anyone wait because we come live so that we can interact with you guys. Otherwise till 1 a.m. nobody wants to work, because we wake up again at 6:30, 7 a.m. It's not like we sleep for a long time. We get I don't even want to mention my sleeping hours, but clearly My sleeping hours are quite bad. But in general, and I don't mention my sleeping hours. God forbid if some doctor is listening to our live, I'll get some prescription here only. So that's why I'm saying that it's not something that we do intentionally, but we will try to get better, of course.
Definitely.
Bhanumati is saying, I don't understand why RCB is not using Prema. She can bowl better than Radha. We both
Hmm.
agree. Rono 44 Sayali has done extreme stuff for RCB, 6 wickets in 2 matches and all the big fishes, and ended both the games inside the power play. True. Prince of World, have to say today's Smriti captaincy was superb, nice field placements. ठीक है. शौरन्ना हल्दर says, यार त्रिशा दी आज आरसीबी हारती तो लीग टेबल थोड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग होता, कंपिटिटिव लगता. नथिंग अगेंस्ट आरसीबी दो. उल्टा बोल रहे हो शौरन्ना. अब जब आरसीबी जीत गई है तो none of the teams now can get to more than 10 points. Actually opens up the points table for all the teams.
Hmm.
Rono, if Aru comes, who will be out of this team? I think it's Prema surely, but she also did tremendous job whenever she got chances, but nothing to do. If Smriti is not using Prema as a bowler, then I think just on the basis of batting, if you see that, I don't think there's a lot to differentiate between Prema and Aru. So that way, I do think if Aru comes back and if Aru plays, then I think it will be Prema who will sit out. Again, unfortunate, but that's how it is. Um, Prince of World, was it a bad decision by Gigi to bowl first? No, I thought they did it
No.
absolutely well, and then they got they got RCB on a stranglehold, but they did not keep it going. They dropped catches, missed fields, extras, everything. Prince of World, this win giving me some hope that DC have chances to qualify if they win tomorrow. Yes, absolutely. Prince of World, can you please tell all other 4 teams qualification scenario? Win as many as you can. Indian supporter, though Mithali was legendary leader, Harman has the highest achievement in women's cricket as captain for India. But I personally think Smriti is most motivating and supportive leader for youngsters. How many matches have you seen Mithali Raj captain? You haven't, right? You have only seen Harmanpreet Kaur on TV and Smriti. I would like it if you guys do not comment such things, especially on someone like Mithali Raj, because what happens is, uh, it's such a baseless comment to make. How exactly? In fact, the leader that you are talking about, Smriti Mandana, was in the team in 2017 World Cup at the insistence and support of the Mithali Raj that you have mentioned and not given her the respect that she deserves. It is not that I or anybody who knows women's cricket, has learned women's cricket and has been in the circuit respect Mithali Raj for the number of runs she has made. It is also because of the number of players that have come through, be it Shafali, be it Richa, be it Smriti, be it Harman, who has backed Harmanpreet Kaur for years on end. Harmanpreet Kaur did not have runs. Which player or which captain backed her? It was Mithali Raj. So when you're talking about Mithali Raj, think, stop, wait, and then talk. Yuko Manikandan, my Indian Test 11 against Australia. Okay. Smriti Shafali Harleen, Jemmy Harman, Richa, Deepti, Kashvi, Charni, Amanjot, Kranti, रेणुका. अच्छा, चरनी और अमनजोत, क्रांति, रेणुका. Happy to see historical venue like Waka for women's cricket. You agree with the Test 11, Snehashi?
No, I would love to see someone like Pratika at number three,
Yeah,
and I am not seeing Kashbi playing a Test match because of
yeah,
injury thing, workload management. I think Arundhati will
mm,
be there instead of
mm,
Kashbi.
mm,
Yeah, I think those two changes. Pratika at
mm.
number three and Arundhati in place of Kashbi.
Perfect. Sharanna Haldar says, can you please explain what is the role of Kashvi Gautam in India ODI team, where she fits as Amanjot's replacement?
Yes, or maybe if you can manage to play both of them, that will be, everyone
Yeah.
will be more than happy. I think with that. but mostly as a
I don't
backup
think
of.
there's a place to play both of them.
Yes, there is very less scope of that.
Yeah. Adarsh MV 261, Arundhati in place of Prema, then RCB team is too perfect and red hot form. Not 100% sure that's the case, but as of now, yes, it does
Yeah,
seem so.
everything is working for
Kavya
them.
Jain, yeah, Kavya Jain, Trishadi, there are many flaws in Ash Gardner captaincy. I think that sentence is wrong. There is captaincy in Ash Gardner's flaws. वो बीच बीच में कहीं कैप्टनसी हो जाती है बट जनरली इट्स फ्लॉज. I think Gujarat Giants will block our refs posts, or at least me for sure. But nothing against the team. It's just that it a little
Yeah.
frustrating, as Ash Gardner has said. You know, Ash Gardner almost talked about the frustration that I had than she had. More frustration that I had.
Yeah.
Samanvita S. Heber. I hope I pronounced it right. Skipper Smriti need to take a bow. बट स्मृति ने ऐसा क्या कर दिया आज? मुझे कोई खास कुछ नहीं दिखा यार.
Six
तुम
out
लोग
of
प्लीज
six.
मुझे बताओ एग्जैक्टली कौन से मूव की बात कर रहे हो.
6 out of 6. खत्म.
अरे तो वो कैप्टेंसी से थोड़ी क्या है यार. ये क्या है, ये क्या हो गया. डेविल किंग Trisha Siso DC is going to destroy Mumbai umpire Indians tomorrow. What? DC to roar macha. That's fine. Let's not give any allegations against any team. Oh, this is a very good question. Snehashish Kavya has posed a very nice question. Trishadi, who is better bowler, Renuka or Bell? I have the answer and I have my reason. But yeah, tell me.
Lauren Bill. Uh, for me, Lauren Bill, because both ways she can swing the ball and she can bowl in the death overs also with the slowers, and she has the bouncer also if needed.
I agree. Exactly what I was saying. For me, the biggest reason Lauren Bell would be ahead of Renuka would be because she can bowl in any phase, which
Any phase.
Renuka cannot. Renuka cannot bowl in the death overs. Okay, Prince of World should say our show is now reaching 90 odd live viewers every single show. I think I can say our show, right? Of course. It is our show. What you can say. It is our show. It is every single person. Right now, the concurrent views are 165, and it is our show, all 165 plus the two of us. Kavya Jain, Trishadi Beth Muni's wicket keeping is really disgusting to see. Nowadays, Aliza Healy is better wicket keeper than her. But Kavya, Healy though was a proper wicket keeper only always. I think with Mooney, as long as she was batting well, she
Mm.
was keeping well. Now to dono gaya hai. Indian supporter saying Gardner was so frustrated that she was asked, "Did you expect Gautami to perform so well after fall
And
of
she
top
clearly
three
said
batters? He
no.
forgot to be." Yeah,
And she clearly said no.
yeah. So somebody should have told her that that's the problem with Gigi, that you guys
Yeah.
don't expect Indian domestic players to perform. Uh, Kavya Jain, Trishadi Beth Mooney is one of the best and consistent batter for Australia. There are also concerns for Australia team because Beth Mooney is not that consistent. Last T20 World Cup for Mooney as well. Snehashish.
Yes, and I said, during the question of Pillsbury also, I think a transition is on the cards for Australia. I think after this World Cup we can see many new faces across all the formats. I'm saying, yeah, maybe in the ODI or Test it might take a little more time, but in the T20 you expect youngsters taking the charge, and I think they are Australia with the kind of mindset they always go. I think they will bring some new faces, and there are a lot of talents. You only know Trishadi, someone like Millie Illingworth in Mumbai. She's a Lucy Hamilton. You know,
Yeah.
Nicole Feltham is there. Charlie Knott is
Yeah.
there. So many,
Yeah.
so many names are there, and I think they will be fantastic. So I think after this T20 World Cup, maybe we can see some few changes in the T20 setup of the Australian Open team.
Prish says Beth Mooney was literally the highest run scorer in WBBL. What has happened to her? WBBL happens in Australian pitches where the bounce is
Mhm.
even, the ball comes onto the bat easier. So I think it's a tad bit easier to bat in T20s, in white ball cricket in Australia than it is in India. Yuko Manikandan says BCCI should rename domestic tournaments after legends. Mithali Raj Trophy for T20s and Julian Goswami Trophy for ODIs. Neetu Devi Trophy for 3 days test matches. You know what I like the most? Mithali Raj and Julian Goswami, I had expected the name. Because you said Neetu Devi Trophy, Manikandan, well done. Yuko Manikandan awards like Diana Edulji, Women's Cricketer of the Year, Mithali Raj, Batter of the Year, Julian Goswami, Bowler of the Year would be a fitting tribute. Yes, and you are missing out on one more absolute superstar, that is Shanta Rangaswamy, ma'am. She was fab. Ushnik, RCB getting result by showing faith on players. Hope now people can understand the true impact of Smriti in India's score. Just for example, using of Sayali, she was a replacement and producing result. Yes, I think Smriti and RCB showing why it is called the Indian Premier League, the Women's Indian Premier League, and not Australian
I
Premier
think
League.
RCB scout team worked very hard and very well.
Oh yeah, and no, credit where due. Credit should absolutely be given to Smriti Mandana. I think
Mm.
she has done well in
Yes,
being with
yes.
the scout team. Because Gautami Nayak is completely someone she has observed and she has brought in the game. So you have to give it to her as well. Bhanumati, I don't know why, but I feel Talia Magra going to lead Australia. She has also led her franchisee to 2 titles in WBBL, and I don't know, but do feel she would become the successor. They wanted her to be the successor, but I don't know the form that she has been in. Not 100% sure that she can go ahead and captain the team. Sports fan, are there any other candidates for Indian captaincy if Gardner can't utilize Indian resources diligently? Nahin, na, sports fan. They have not taken anyone to do that. That's the problem. Nirala Sarka. How to play the RCB bowlers, especially in the power play? What should DC do for a win against them? Not play cross-batted shots. Wait it out because RCB will run out of ideas if they start having a longish partnership. Their main motto is take power play wickets, and then automatically you are um, closing in and forcing the other team to try and do something every single
Out
time,
of
every
the time.
single over. So that is something, if you can avoid power play, like avoid throwing power play wickets, I think it should be good enough. Devil King Trisha Siso, after GG lost today to RCB by a big margin of 61 runs, GG NRR is minus 0.864 and DC minus 0.856. Now the tables turn once again. If DC beats MI tomorrow by a good margin, DC will move to the second spot. आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर Devil King. रोहित है Rohit Raman Kutti, why hate on Sayali? Appreciate the performance. ये कौन सा लाइव देख के आए हो भाई? कौन से लाइव में सयाली को हेट कर लिया? Please explain your question because it is not from our live. Devil King Trisha Siso, now DC be like one more table turns around. I am back again. Yes, if DC can defeat MI tomorrow, I think tables have turned for DC. Absolutely, they have. Nishan, Ash should step down and RCB again. Young players, Gautami Sadgare player shines. Nishan, but Ash can step down. Who will pick it up now? Ash
Taken
stepping
foreign
down is
option
not the
only.
only option right now.
Only foreign options are there. Beth Muni, Sophie Divine. There are the only.
Yeah, so there's no point. Ron says 7. RCB is winning a lot of matches. Oh my god. अब इसमें भगवान को क्यों डिस्टर्ब कर रहे हो इतनी रात को? Sasanka Mahala. Main difference between other teams and RCB is that other teams pick Indian players to fill their playing 11, but for RCB it is their strength. There you go. You have got, if it was a game of dart, you have got that bullseye. Manikandan, my emerging women's Asia Cup. अच्छा 11 लिखा है तुमने, उसके बाद 1 लिखा है, मैं देख लूं 111. आई एम लाइक 100 प्लेयर्स कैसे खेलेंगे? हाँ, त्रिशा मैं त्रिशा जी त्रिशा, श्वेता शेरावत, अनुष्का शर्मा, गौतमी नायक, निकी प्रसाद, Kanika Ahuja, Mamta Mariwala, Prema Rawat, Nandini Sharma, Sahili Satgare, Parunika Sisodia. Yeah, good team. Okay, Ushnik Chakravarti. I have an idea about Prema. India is more keen to have Radha in squad, and as she regain her confidence with bat, Smriti continue with Radha with ball, though this should not be expected from Smriti. Maybe because we
Mm.
clearly are not understanding what is the strategy. Ron says 7 RCB will remain unbeaten or what till the final. Oh my god, MI is coming, Harmanpreet. Okay. Um, Nirala Sarkar, what should DC do in batting and bowling against MI tomorrow to win the match? Snehashish.
What should DC do?
Mm.
Okay. I think, as Trishadi mentioned, that, you know, not looking to lose early wickets with the bat. I think utilizing the power play, then set the tone. See, obviously, uh, if you see, most of the runs have come from the bats of Lizzie, Shefali Verma, and Laura Woodward. I think
Yep.
again those three wickets will be key for DC. I think that will help them to post that big target, or maybe to chase down a big target with the ball. I think big night for Madison Cap. I think you, at least if she starts her spell with some quick wickets, I think that will help DC to set the tone. That will help the other bowlers also. Someone like Lucy Hamilton or someone to chip in with wickets. So I think that will help them. Eyes will be on Chanel Henry also, whether she makes a comeback or not. I think with her inclusion, that gives more balance to the team. So let's see what happens. But overall, I think utilization of the power play both with the bat and ball will decide the game. I think if DC managed to do that, I think that will help.
Ananya Sharma, hard to believe that a company owning teams in Indian games like Kabaddi and Kho is so against having a good Indian core in cricket team. Don't understand why. No,
Okay.
I think I'll change it a little. I think Gigi is now a little bit that hung up with the fact that Australia has so many World Cups and somewhere probably India has not been able to win so many World Cups. So Gigi wanted that Australian mindset as a part of, as a part of, what do you call it?
Their
Um,
DNA,
the winning mindset for
their
their team.
DNA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they got a little carried away. They completely forgot that ultimately there are 4 overseas players and 7 Indian players in your team. So you have to concentrate on having good Indian core. Something that I think the teams also took a little time to understand in IPL. But eventually, when that happened, the teams that had good Indian core has always won the tournament.
Hmm.
Ashna is saying, should RCB consider resting Bell for a match or two and get back for last league match just before final so that she remains fresh, fit, and non-fatigue? RCB need her in best shape for finals. It's a double-edged sword, Ashna. Like, do you want to rest someone who is in momentum? Or do you not want to rest a person who's in momentum? I would go as not rest because it's just 4 overs that she's bowling, and it's not like Lauren
Agree.
Bell bats, so it's not like she's coming higher up the order, has to bat and bowl. So she's just bowling, so I think she should be fine.
And I
Ashna.
think Trishadi, even if the franchise thinks that okay, we
Mm,
have secured the playoff thing, let's give rest to someone like Lauren Bell. If the
mm.
player is not ready to take the rest because he thinks that might affect her rhythm, I think then the player call should be respected. What do you think?
Sorry, I did not get it.
If the player thinks that okay, if I rest now,
Yes,
that might affect my
absolutely,
rhythm,
absolutely.
then the player's
Yeah,
call
so for
should be
example, Lauren
respected.
Bell goes and has a chat with Smriti and says, you know what do you think? Now that we have qualified, do you think maybe I can get a game off? Absolutely. Absolutely. But otherwise, as a captain, I don't think Smriti would want to tinker with
Playing.
with the team. Ashna, Venkatesh Prasad is working with Nandini Sharma. That's why he was in DC dugout. Not the Nandini Sharma alone. Like he's not. I'll teach only Nandini. बाकी कोई आएगा नहीं और सुनेगा तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं कि मैं क्या बोलने वाला हूँ. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है भाई. He's working with everyone. Devil King, Trisha Siso, wait and watch from tomorrow. DC Storm is coming, beating MI one-sidedly and creating fear in the hearts of every other team. Okay, calm down, Devil King, calm down. आशना, रेस्ट बेल सो दैट लॉ ऑफ एवरेज इज टेकन केयर. हाँ, ये अच्छा है. काव्या जैन, सुषा दी, जब स्टार्टिंग विमेन्स वर्ल्ड कप श्रीलंका और पाकिस्तान से जीते तब लगा कि भाई बस एक मैच हार जाए, फाइनल वो वाला दिन ना आ जाए, लेकिन उसके बाद 3 मैच हार गए सीधा. हाँ, आई नो व्हाट यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, क्योंकि हम भी ऐसे लूप में थे. Okay, Sweetie Smiley is asking, is field placement done according to batter, bowling, or it should be outstanding as mentioned by you, Trisha? Sweetie Smiley, if you have a problem with me, you can. Because really, I mean, it's perfectly fine. मैं थोड़ी पैदा हुई थी सबको इम्प्रेस करने के लिए. तुमको अगर प्रॉब्लम है मेरे क्रिकेट एनालिसिस से, तो भाई मत सुनो. हमने तुमको बांध के थोड़ी रखा है. Because, and I'll tell you why exactly I said this. First of all, you got my name wrong. So don't do that because it's my family name that you got wrong, right? Say Trisha Ghosh, tu to Ghosh rakho sub mein with over sarcasm. Who are your favorites? They done everything right, but other small mistakes also you criticize. अभी मेरी मर्जी, मेरा मुंह, मैं कुछ भी करूं भाई. तुमको प्रॉब्लम है तुम मत आओ. इतना क्या टेंशन लेते हो जिंदगी में? तुम खुश रहो. तुम एक बात बताओ स्वीटी स्माइली, नहीं मतलब दिल से पूछना चाहती हूँ मैं, रात के 1:45 क्यों सुन रहे हो ऐसे किसी की बातें जिसकी बातें पसंद ही ना हो भाई? मत सुनो. प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व. चलो लेट्स गो बैक. Also, just to clarify, if you're any bit interested in cricket, the field placement, obviously the batter doesn't place the field. That would be a very funny thing to do कि बैटर ही आके बोलता है सुनो आज मेरा ना ये मारने का मन है, तो तुम लोग ऐसे खड़े हो जाओ. As far as bowling is concerned, it's a mixture. The bowler wants a field, the captain wants a field, they discuss and get to a point. So while you cannot blame the bowler alone, you cannot blame the captain alone. And the third thing is, just because you are a Smriti Mandana fan, or just because RCB has won 5 out of 5, captaincy unfortunately does not work that way. And your concept of captaincy is not clear, cannot be blamed on me. I'm so sorry, buddy. Maybe if you want, we can take some time out and talk a little more on captaincy. Chalo, sports fan. Is Lauren Bell? Oh, this is a very nice question. Sports fan is saying, Snehashish, is Lauren Bell the best bowler in the world currently? TBH, I didn't rate her enough before this season. Understandable because you have not seen her bowling enough.
Best
Do you
bowler.
think she is the best bowler in the world currently? In the world? And you're talking about T20s, right? I'm guessing you're talking about T20s. Uh,
Bowler means including spinners, you are saying.
yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
Including spinners, maybe not. Maybe within the top three, maybe. But
yeah.
in terms of
I
pacers,
would say
maybe.
top three.
Maybe
And
she
no,
is.
not
Yeah.
only including spinners. For me, the top three bowlers,
Hmm.
Snehashish, you agree or not, just say. I think
Hmm.
top three would be Annabelle Sutherland, Deepti Sharma, and Lauren Bell. In तीनों में ही होगा.
Yes, yes. Hmm.
Yeah. काव्या जैन, त्रिशादी, कम से कम अरु को तो नहीं निकालना चाहिए था डीसी को, इतने अच्छे प्लेयर को रिटेन तक नहीं करा. Kavya, Aru was not performing this well in DC. I again think it's the confidence that a player gets from the captain and the franchisee
Second
that
captain.
also works. Okay, Kavya Jain, Trishadi, your views on not adding Aru in ODI squad, shocker.
Hmm.
Shocker to say the least. I mean, she was there in the ODI World Cup. She didn't get a chance. So, on what basis exactly is she dropped is very difficult to understand. And on what basis is Kashvi added? I'm just a little confused. But Sayashi, what do you think?
Yes, I was also a little surprised, not to say Arundhati in the ODI setup, because I think, especially the way she is now bowling and batting, also, I think she can be a better option for you, at least at that number 8 or number 9 position, because you might get some batting also at that position. But yeah, I think I think she will get some chances. I think it's a long time, from for the next World Cup. She will get some chances. I think right now, I think the focus in on the T20s mostly. I think Arundhati is doing well in this WPL. I think right now the focus in the on the T20s. But I think after the T20 World Cup, I think in the upcoming ODI series, I think she will get more chances. But she should continue play in ODIs. I think she is one of the important members of this squad, irrespective of the formats. I think she should be there.
Yeah. अशफाकुरलम अनिया श्रबसोल बॉलिंग कोच इंडियन विमेन टीम में भी गुड ऑप्शन. मैं तो बोल रही हूँ अनिया श्रबसोल को पेस बॉलिंग कोच ले लो, नुशीन अलकदीर को स्पिन बॉलिंग कोच ले लो और फिर देखो क्या होता है. काव्या जैन, त्रिशा दी, जो वो लॉरा वुलवर्ट का स्ट्रेट बॉल पे डिसमिसल है ना, वो टेक्निकल है दी, और लॉरा से जितने एक्सपेक्टेशंस थे उसके हिसाब से बिल्कुल नहीं खेला. हाँ, वो एक टेक्निकल फ्लॉ है जब उसका व्हेन लॉरा गोज टू द बैकफुट. मैं बैकफुट दिखाने के चक्कर में चार्जर में मेरा पैर घुस गया था, बट एनीवे ये तो जब लॉरा feet goes like this behind, so what happens is her other foot, for if the front foot is here, which gives a gap between bat and pad, and the ball gets in. You'll see she has a problem with the ball coming in. So yeah, that is a problem. As far as her performance is concerned, yes, I think I kind of agree with you. Had much more expectations from her, much more in the sense consistency expectations.
Mm.
Ushnik, underutilizing Indian uncapped is an issue since first season. This is where coaching staffs get along. Unfortunately, this is not happening for most of the teams. RCB, little other side getting result. True. Shashanka Mahala, can Virat Kohli break Sachin's record of 100 centuries? 15 to go. Sneha Shesh, what do you think?
See, I would love to see that thing happening. There is nothing that I don't want or
I think
something,
Sachin
but
Tendulkar would also love to see that happening.
yes, I think Sachin took only two names, right? Rohit and Virat name that he would love to see both of them, breaking that 100 record. But what I think maybe I think will be heartbroken. I really want that thing to happen, but I think he will miss by
15 is
just
too big a
five
number
six.
when you're playing
Yeah.
just one format.
Yes, I think so. But yeah, I think let's. But now the run of form that that he's going through, it's fantastic. Even last day also the way he batted, it was brilliant to see. I think, and I was telling Trishadi that this version is might be dangerous than 2016 version also.
Yeah,
This version
true,
is so much consistent, and
true.
and and in 2016 at least he used to take some time at the start of the innings, not playing aerial shots, not taking risks, and then go after set for 20 30 balls scoring those 15 20 runs, then he used to go for the big shots or maybe the more boundaries. Running between the wickets always been his strength, but right now you are coming to the crease, you are kicking off your innings with a six, with a big six,
Yeah, yeah,
down the track or maybe pulling the ball. I think the attitude is there, the swag is back, and this is the Virat Kohli that we love.
yeah.
When he wakes now again, that walk, you can see the walk that he when he is walking
Yeah.
into the crease, you can understand the energy that he is coming to prove again that I am Virat Kohli. I don't, and yesterday only me and Trishita was watching together. We were watching together the match. So Virat Kohli came in. I think Fox was bowling, I think, or Jamieson maybe. So this, Dale Mitchell was standing in the sleep, and it was not a conventional sleep position. It was like in between the second sleep and first sleep. So and Virat Kohli loves to play that, that dab, the little dab on the third man region for that single, especially in white ball cricket. So for that only that Dale Mitchell was standing, but still Virat Kohli being Virat Kohli, still he went and top of the bounce and played that shot. Yeah, he didn't got run, but that is Virat Kohli. That doesn't matter you keep fielding or not. I am Virat Kohli. I am going to prove again and again. So I think the swag is back. I would love to see that thing happening, breaking that hundreds of hundred record. But let's see if that happens or not. But what I believe, maybe by some margin he might fail. But I really want that she scored those runs.
Correct. Hariharan, Trishadi, there was talk about Gautami yesterday from your end, and how do you see her performance today? Um, Overjoyed. I was looking for one word to mention it, but overjoyed, absolutely overjoyed. I think um, expected or hoped Gautami would utilize the chance. Snehashish and I were continuously saying she should play well, she should at least get a 40-50, but
Yes.
none of us really expected her to play this well. When I'm saying this, I'm not saying that we didn't know that she can play well, but it's just that, she's young. This is her second WPL match. It's not easy. With Smriti getting out, that gets tougher. So I think she played really well. Kavya Jain, Trishadi, I still believe Smriti had to perform in crunch situations. I believe so too. Bhavna M. Reddy, I hope DC and UP qualify for the playoffs with the final being played between the wrong sisters, Smriti and Jemmy. Kiki sisters. They'll, they will laugh. Sharanya Haldar is Pratika. Acha, funny will be, you know what, Bhavna, for Jemmy, the whole thing, Jemmy is obviously the younger of the two and also over energetic. Pata chala DC जीत गया. तो जेमी अपने टीम के बदले, एंड आई एम नॉट सेइंग इट इन अ रॉन्ग वे, आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू से, जब इंसान ओवरजॉयड होता है ना, तो वो अपने सबसे करीबी इंसान के पास जाता है.
Yes,
पता
yes.
चला वो कूद के इधर, स्मृति सैड दैट शी हैड लॉस्ट, जेमी कूद के स्मृति के ऊपर ही चली गई. But no, even in the last game, I think Jemmy was obviously sad that they lost the game. And Smriti quickly came and, started patting her and then took her for a walk to talk. It was very, very nice. Um, I think before tomorrow's game, we need Jade on the field. Sharanya Haldar, is Pratika not fully fit for the Australia tour, or she's not picked? But I don't think after her performance she should be dropped. No, Sharanya, she's not fit yet.
Yes.
Tanmay Pujari, if we speak of Abhishek Nair, we should also speak about Malo. The criticism, absolutely, that he got while took over the team over Luke and post-auction credit where it's due. Absolutely. I think when you're giving, see, that's what, when you're criticizing Smriti Malo, give credit also to Smriti Malo. Don't do this ki credit sara Smriti ko, discredit sara Malo ko, in the same way as don't give credit fully to Meg and discredit to Abhishek Nair. मुझे कभी कभी क्या लगता है ना, क्योंकि women's cricket है ना, हम कभी कभी the men in the circuit, we don't give them enough credit, we only discredit them. So of course credit goes to both of them. Kavya, Trishadi, I think not Gardner, but they'll make Perry as captain in T20I World Cup. Snehashish and I also have a hunch of sorts that could be the case, but let's see. Akash Yadav, according to Trisha, Smriti Mandana, worst ever captain, won only 5 matches in 5 matches. Jemmy, greatest ever captain, won single freaking match. आकाश जी, आपसे एक निवेदन है, आप लाइव ज्यादा देखा कीजिए. अगर आपको इंग्लिश नहीं समझ में आती है तो मुझे बोलिए, मैं हिंदी में बात करूंगी. ये जो वर्स्ट एवर ग्रेटेस्ट एवर की बात है ना, ये हम जैसे लोग जो एक्चुअली क्रिकेट समझते हैं और सालों से इस गेम को एनालाइज कर रहे हैं, खेल रहे हैं, कोचिंग कर चुके हैं, वो वर्स्ट और ग्रेटेस्ट ना 5 मैच में ना 1 मैच में डिसाइड करते हैं. वो अभी टाइम है, अभी तो रुकिए, जरा सब्र कीजिए थोड़ा. Ushnik Chakrabarti, Trishadi, most of us do not have any idea about dark phase of women's cricket 2014 to 19. 2014 to 19 कोई भी dark phase of women's cricket नहीं था. 2017 we played the final. इसमें क्या ही dark phase था? And Mithali Ramesh Power Saga, please do an off-time show on this topic. Her story needs to eliminate a lot of farces. I will. Okay, we'll see what we can do about this. But okay, when there are no matches, we'll see what we can do best about this. Because क्या होता है ना उष्णिक, कभी कभी कहानियां जो होती है, स्टोरी जो होती है, हमारे लिए, हमारे बोलने के लिए नहीं होती है, जिसकी है उसके बोलने के लिए होती है. तो we'll see what we can do. Himansh Gupta vlog, where is Tita Shadhu? Same question. We are not. So I have tried, but I have not got any confirmation that she's injured. So I'm not 100% sure where is she and why is she not playing. Okay, Devil King, Trisha Siso, pray for DC's roaring start from tomorrow. DC Storm is coming back-to-back wins and lifting the maiden trophy after beating RCB. Oh, two big pizzas and one dessert on Zomato for you, Siso. Oh, अब तो sorry guys, वैसे ही मैं डीसी को सपोर्ट करती थी, पर पिज्जा और डेजर्ट
अब
के
तो
लिए तो
डबल अब तो डबल मोटिवेशन मिल गया.
Akash Yadav. My POV, Smriti was very bad captain in first year of WPL. First, she improved leaps and bounces till now in fourth season. Similarly, Jemmy will also improve. I'm sure. I'm sure. And that's why, I feel, though this show is not about that, but I still feel it's kind of unfair, Snehashish, that the ODI captaincy has not been given to Smriti even this time round.
Yes, absolutely. I think we have said it maybe several times that when you are starting a fresh cycle for that next ODI World Cup as a defending champion, I think it is high time. It could have been the best time to give the responsibility to your new captain. Again,
Yeah.
we are still unsure that whether Harmanpreet Kaur will play the next ODI World Cup or not, which is highly unlikely. But even it happens, then it's fine. But if it is not, then you cannot give suddenly one new captain all the responsibility when only 2 years left. It will be very harsh on them, also harsh, hard the new captain and for the team also, because
Yeah.
for a particular captain, a particular philosophy he or she needs
Yeah.
to follow, and he or
Mm.
she will like to that the team will follow that particular philosophy under that captain. So I think for that the 4 year or maybe maximum 4 year or minimum 3 years tenure is needed. Suddenly with 1.5 years or maybe 2 years left to the World Cup, and if your current captain decide, okay, I will not continue to play or maybe something, uh, and then you just say, okay, now she will be our next captain going into the World Cup. I think that will be
Right.
very hard. That will be a tough period for the team. Suddenly all things will change. She will come up with some new plans. Suddenly everyone's roles might get changed, and maybe going into the World Cup as a defending champions, you will not be at that position at which you would love to be. So I think that is why maybe if you are thinking, always think about the whole cycle. And from that perspective, I think the best could have been that, okay, let's start with a new captain. But yeah, now she is there. So let's hope that she continues to play. Otherwise things might get disrupted a bit.
Absolutely. By the way, guys, I wanted to speak about this. I completely forgot before I take further questions that Renuka moment was absolutely brilliant. And in fact, Mithali Raj was in the commentary box seeing Renuka hit that boundary. She was she was also laughing with. Acha, this happened. I don't know how many of you heard. So Richa was telling Renuka the last ball when Renuka came on strike. Ek chakka marna. Then Renuka was like, "Eh, tu chup ho ja re." So Richa then said that Nadine declared कि ये off stump पे यॉर्कर मारेगी. मैं तुझे बोल रही हूँ तू छक्का मार. And then when she bowled the Yorker and she defended, so Richa was still talking and she was like, मैंने बोला था यही बॉल करेगी तुझे छक्का मारना चाहिए. Oh my god. Oh, it was absolutely brilliant, of course, between the two teams. Okay, getting back to the questions. गाइज इरादा क्या है हमें पहले से ही बता दो. 1 बजने वाले हैं. तुम लोगों का इरादा क्या है? कितने देर कमेंट करने वाले हो? ओके. Yeah, Shashank Mahala is saying, I have a strong feeling that UP, RCB and DC will play playoffs. एक काम करना, डेविल किंग, अगर ये हो जाए तो तुम एक पिज्जा, क्योंकि मैं खाना कम कर चुकी हूँ, तो एक पिज्जा शशांक महाला को भेज देना और बाकी पिज्जा और डेजर्ट इसी एड्रेस पे भेज देना. But I also have a strong feeling about UP, DC, and of course RCB has already qualified. Himansh Gupta vlog, what squad for emerging women Asia Cup? Pakistan going with their main squad, Fatima Sana, captain Sidramin, etc. I have not seen, guilty of not seeing the
Yeah,
Pakistan squad. Tomorrow pre-show live squad dekh ke aayenge.
done.
Utnik, test team has been announced. A team without Rana and Rajeshwari. Has the test team been announced?
I don't know if today. I don't know. I don't think that test team is announced yet.
Yeah, I don't think so, Shri. But again, we'll check. We'll check.
Yes.
Himansh Gupta vlog, Nikki Prasad backed by Karnataka lobby. That's why she's still playing in WPL. ये कर्नाटका कौन सा लॉबी है? मतलब कर्नाटका कौन सा लॉबी है मैं समझ गई, पर डीसी में कौन है कर्नाटका का?
Yes. Then should
थोड़ा
have, then
थोड़ा
she
खुल
should
के
have
बताओ.
been played for RCB only.
या आकाश यादव, Trisha is very funny. Thank you. Completely intentionally funny. खुशी सिंह, डीसी का तो पता नहीं, बट एमआई विल बी कमिंग हार्ड ऑन अस एंड दैट मैच गोइंग टू बी वेरी कॉम्पिटिटिव. अस मतलब क्या, रेफ स्पोर्ट्स के खिलाफ? नहीं यार. अच्छा, खुशी सिंह फिर पूछती है, आर यू गाइज मिसिंग माई जोक्स? तुम क्रैक करो, हम मिस नहीं करेंगे. तुम जोक ही क्रैक नहीं कर रहे हो तो मिस करेंगे ना. अनन्या शर्मा, अनुष्का शर्मा फेल फॉर 18.
Against RCB.
For a second, no, did you understand or did you not
Yeah,
understand?
fail for 18 and against RCB.
Oh, well done. Well done. Okay. Kavya Jain, Trishadi, I think Jemmy is the most talented batter in team. मतलब स्कूप कट, रैम्प स्वीप, कवर ड्राइव सारे शॉट मार लेती है. देखो, शॉट्स तो मार लेती है, पर शॉट्स जाते कहाँ है वो ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. मार तो वो लेती है. शशांक का महाला इज सेइंग डर का माहौल फॉर आरसीबी प्लेऑफ्स मैचेस. हाँ, डर आरसीबी के लिए ही लग रहा है. कुछ करो, लॉ ऑफ एवरेजेस को खत्म करो. के आर आर के, अच्छा. DC went till 1.8 crore for Meg Lanning. Seemed like they really wanted Meg Lanning, maybe not as a captain, but at least as a mentor figure for Jemmy. पर ऐसा ही था तो रिटेन क्यों नहीं किया?
Exactly.
Indian supporter, this RCB fielding side gives very much injury scares. They are throwing themselves on the field even when they were cruising. Fingers crossed. मेरा तो दिल धक धक होरेला होता है मैं. Akash Yadav, Anya Shrapchol should be included as assistant coach for India for this T20 World Cup assignment in England. She can help a lot as she is one of the great in those conditions, including her experience in the 100. I agree. Khushi Singh, people just know to blame others' opinions and criticize. Thank you, Khushi. Rono, who is the best spinner in the world currently? Oh, and apart from Amelia Kerr, which spinner impressed you both the most? I don't know about Snehashish. I'll give my option, Shriyanka Patil. Though nothing new. She did not surprise, she has impressed. Yeah.
Yeah, Shriyanka.
Khushi Singh, the way Gigi had started, they were looking good, but now they are back being typical Gigi. Nishan, Perry is in top 5 bowlers. But Perry बहुत दिनों से bowling नहीं की है ना, Nishan, that's why. Shashanka Mahal, I guess the upcoming 2 matches will decide the other 2 teams for playoffs. Almost. Almost that's the case. Indian supporters, Sophie Eccleston, Trishadi for top 3. Abhi nahi, not in this form. In general, overall maybe, but no, not in this form. For the last 6 months, I think she has been in terrible form. Okay, Rono, today why Gigi put Kashvi instead of Bharti, or at least Wareham when they had to chase huge amount of runs at that point of time? Do you have any clue regarding this? Rono, question badal dete hain. Does Gigi have any clue regarding this? Okay. Rupali Bhatia, Trishaji, what happens when Pratika is fit to play and now Shafali is also playing well? Do they both get a chance to play? Snehashish.
I think in ODIs, I think Pratika will straight get into the team. I think it's
Yeah.
unfortunate the injury happened, but you cannot deny that she is a permanent member of that ODI setup. And
Yeah.
especially the way Smriti has improved and while playing along with her. I think team management will not cannot overlook the impact of Pratika at the top order. So I think even even with that fantastic performance in the final of the ODI World Cup, even with the ball now, I think Shefali will be there for the ODI setup as a backup opening option, maybe. But I think Pratika will get into the team in the ODI setup. I'm saying in the T20 setup, I am not saying Pratika being included. Only Shefali is
नहीं,
there.
वो तो chances ही नहीं है Pratika का. There's no
Yeah.
chances there. Hmm. गाइस रुको, अभी अभी कमेंट थोड़ा रोक दो, खत्म करते हैं ये. Okay, Indian supporter is saying Laura and Shubman Gill has same problem exactly. Yes. Kavya Jain, Trishadi, the thing I liked about Deepti Sharma is as time passes, she evolved herself a lot in her batting, but Radha didn't evolve herself as much as an all-rounder in bowling. Very well said, Kavya. Kavya, तुम कौन से सिटी में हो? हम अगर उस सिटी में जाएंगे तो तुमसे मिलेंगे. भानुमति एंड काव्या, सुपर्ब. आकाश यादव, Trish. Okay, Trish, your point of view on Vaishnavi Sharma not playing WPL, whereas Rajeshwari, Tanuja, Radha can't even bowl 3 overs in WPL. Vaishnavi Sharma, yeah, I think the scouts did not do a great job with Vaishnavi's selection, but I'm sure next year in the smaller auction she'll be selected. Kavya Jan, Trishadi, who is better all-rounder, Deepti Sharma or Deep, look at matchups, Ash Gardner, matchups. Rupali Bhatia, RCB has not missed Perry at all, but DC hurting in Annabelle Sutherland's absence. Do you think her presence would have helped DC win more matches? Yes, her bowling especially, you know. Okay, Snehashish, sports fan, is asking who has more potential among new batting talents, Anushka or Gautami?
Anushka.
Okay.
I think Anushka.
Yeah. Ashna, 5 wins in a row can't be just because of management with bad captain. Same team could have failed. There are teams with better players but not winning because of bad decision making. Smriti should be given due credit here. Abhi मैं Ash Gardner बन जाऊंगी. It's very frustrating that you guys do not understand the difference between somebody taking bad decisions as a captain and somebody being criticized as a captain to somebody being good captain. I'm not saying Smriti is a bad captain. I'm just saying Smriti is not a good captain. And there's a world of difference between the two. और ये मैं आखिरी बार बोल रही हूँ क्योंकि क्या हो रहा है ना, अब 1.5 घंटा हो गया, अब गला सूख रहा है एक ही चीज बोलते बोलते. Hariharan, Phoebe, Wall, Carey, Perry, Mooney, okay. Gardner, Sutherland, Wareham, King, Shoot, Brown. My predicted 11 for T20. Phoebe,
okay.
Phoebe, Wall, Perry, 3 में Perry होगी ना, Perry, Mooney, Carey, Gardner, Sutherland, Wareham, Alana King, Shoot, Brown.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So
Not
Gardner or Ellis Perry.
Who will be your captain, Hariharan? Captain बता दो. Shashank Mahala. I think the more performances of what are you saying?
Team तो अच्छा है.
I think the more performances of the uncapped players in WPL will decide the future of India in world cricket, but sadly, no belief has been shown in them. Your thoughts? No, not all the teams. I think other teams are definitely, say for example, Delhi has unearthed someone like Nandini Sharma. And when I say unearthed, कोई बहुत महान आके मेरे को ये मत बोलना कि नंदिनी तो डोमेस्टिक में थी, तो डोमेस्टिक में ही होगी, ऐसे घर से थोड़ी उठा के लेके आएंगे लोगों को परफॉर्म करवाने के लिए. What I mean is, giving chances and all that.
In future, now a World Cup winner.
Yes. UP has given chances to someone like a Shweta Sherawat.
Yeah,
Kranti God, yes, absolutely. It's GJ which is a little bit of a problem. Khushi Singh, only Lord Tanya can save us by batting at 11. Yeah, I think Lord Tanya's luck is needed, Khushi. I agree. Dex 8349. Trisha, এই ওয়ালা লাইভ স্ট্রিম টেরেসে কেন করছো না? এখন রাত 1:30টার সময় যদি আমি টেরেসে গিয়ে চিৎকার করি আমাকে বাড়ি থেকে বার করে দেবে. তো ফ্ল্যাটে চাঁদা তুলে বার করে দেবে, বুঝলে তো, অ্যাপার্টমেন্ট কমপ্লেক্স থেকেই বার করে দেবে, বলবে তুমি ছাদ থেকে সোজা বেরিয়ে যাও. Pooja Gupta, Ania was saying that Smriti was behind her to get into RCB since long, that she didn't feel the time was right at that time, and of course the franchisee. Why can't BCCI be this specific for coaches? मेरा सवाल तो दूसरा है पूजा. Why was Anya not thinking that this is not the right time? ये आनिया का राइट टाइम क्यों अभी आया, पहले क्यों नहीं आया, ये पूछो तुम लोग आनिया से. The nation wants to know. Shashanka Mahala is laughing at something. I don't know what are you laughing at. Nirala Sarka, Bhaiya, please आप DC winning WPL trophy this time manifest बोल दो. This time मैं तो 4 साल से बोल रही हूँ. भैया मतलब स्नेहाशीष क्या भैया बोल दो.
Okay, DC winning this time the WPL trophy.
Bhavna M. Reddy. DC can open the innings with Laura and Shafali and include Alana King in place of Lizelle Lee. What are your thoughts? Bhavna पर spin नहीं है यार pitch में. और जिस पिच में स्पिन नहीं है, I don't think that Alana King will be that efficient. Mohit Patle. Trishadi, you missed my comment. Did you thought I made abusive or criticizing comment? I'm not that kind of guy. Mohit Patle, absolutely not. You are a regular viewer. I'm sorry if I missed your comment. Can you just comment again if you're still watching the live? Please comment again. I'm so sorry, Mohit. Akash Yadav, Vaishnavi Sharma not playing WPL and uncapped player performing shows WPL is in right direction, and also it means there are more players in our domestic which deserve WPL and we should add one more team. Agreed. And here is where credit where due to the Amita Sharma led selection
Selection committee.
team. Yeah. सिमोन मित्रा गुड नाइट. वाह आप गुड नाइट कर दिए. वाह वाह वाह. ठीक है गुड नाइट. Ashna M is saying, when I hear people discussing any Jamie's captaincy, I only think about her anxiety issues. I hope this DC performance doesn't affect her anxiety issues more. She'll improve her captaincy or not comes later. I'm sure she's learning. I'm sure she is learning how to handle the anxiety issues as well. Kavya Jan, Trishadi, who is better bowler, Kim Garth or Renuka? Renuka. Definitely Renuka.
Renuka.
Pavan HK, Trisha madam, Prema Rawat is not given bowling because the idea is to not expose her more as she is a secret weapon for RCB. चलो ख्याल के लिए तो कि गालिब ख्याल के लिए तो ये भी अच्छा ख्याल है या समथिंग लाइक दैट यू नो दिल बहलाने के लिए तो ख्याल अच्छा है गालिब. The mirrors and probes. I really didn't expect Malo would get this good team. Credit to him. Okay. Bhavna M. Reddy. Trishadi, I feel Perry and Sutherland withdrew due to the World Cup loss. Otherwise, they would have informed earlier and DC could have retained some other players. Actually, Perry had informed earlier. I don't think Sutherland did. I think Sutherland, it was last moment decision. सीमा यादव, राधा यादव को टीम में क्यों नहीं लिया गया? जिनका सिलेक्शन हुआ है राधा से बेकार है. मुझे क्यों लगता है कि ऐसा नहीं है. Hariharan, Phoebe or Perry should be captain. Snehash, too early for Phoebe to be the captain?
Yes. For me, I think still I think she needs to learn a little more about the international stage. I think it's
Yeah.
too early for her to be the captain. It's not easy to captain a side named Australia. Australia the
Yeah.
most successful captain in women's cricket, and when you are going to lead that team, it is not easy. And at this stage, whoever becomes the captain, there will be pressure because Australia are not winning the world championships, for quite a time, quite a time now. They are losing in the semi-finals, so I think a bit of pressure will be there. So I don't think that Phoebe Litchfield is the right player at this moment. Obviously, going forward in coming years, she will be Australian captain at one day. The way she has started her career, I think she manages to keep up this momentum. One day she will become the captain, but not at this moment. I think it will be too early for her.
Okay. अरे रुको. Something happened to my phone. Wait. Guys, I can't understand what happened to my phone. Sorry. Okay. Rupali Bhatia, do you think Lucy will play in DC next match? Who misses out? Harizane Cap? If Henry is fine, then could be Marizane Cap. You never know. Yeah. Hariharan, I think Lauren Chittle or Break from Sydney Sixers will get chance for Australia. Could be. Pooja Gupta, Anya was busy with her finance degree. Okay.
Oh yes,
Then she
yeah.
realized after her finance degree, she realized now it's time to add to the finance part. That's why she accepted RCB's offer. Samajla. Okay. Tanmay Pujari, your thoughts on who might win the purple cap, orange cap, and MVP for for this season as half season is over. हाँ जी स्नेहाशीष जी बोलिए.
Purple cap, orange cap. Uh, Orange cap, purple cap. Now it is with Narendra Clark. So let's go with Narendra Clark. Yeah. So purple cap, orange cap. Who is leading now? The land squad. I
Phoebe.
think Phoebe. Ooh, Phoebe. Very difficult because other options are what? Harmanpreet was there, I think, at one stage. Nat Shivapan score. Meg Lanning has come up quite good, I think, with last
Hmm.
two knocks.
Hmm.
Uh, Other option in DC, I am not seeing any better scoring because right now because they are quite far. Only Shefali or maybe Lazily would love to name Laura Albert, but yeah, but the consistency is an issue.
तू डिसाइड करके बोलेगा भाई मेरा 15 मिनट तू
ऑप्शन ढूंढ रहा हूँ मैं ऑरेंज कैप
नहीं
का.
मेरे पास आंसर है मैं दे दूं.
ओके लिचफील्ड. गो विथ लिचफील्ड. खत्म.
एमवीपी.
एमवीपी नरेंद्र क्लार्क. बैट एंड बॉल.
ओके ओके आई थिंक
आप
पर्पल
बोलो.
कैप. हाँ पर्पल कैप नदीम डी क्लार्क यस. ऑरेंज कैप शफाली वर्मा. एमवीपी शफाली वर्मा.
हाँ, वो तो होगा डीसी जीतने वाला है तो ठीक है.
लिसन कल डीसी का क्या लॉजिक ऑन एमआई विकेट टेकिंग और रिस्ट्रिक्टिंग रन्स. दोनों करना पड़ेगा ना. विकेट लेना भी
विकेट
पड़ेगा
कीपिंग
रन.
होगा ही तो रेस्ट्रिक्ट होगा ना. ये तो लॉजिकल बात.
रात हो गया है छोड़ दो यार. प्रशांत गुप्ता डीसी के पास विकेट टेकर की कमी है एंड कॉन्फिडेंस की कमी. टीम अच्छा है. अग्रीड. खुशी सिंह एवरीवन इज सो obsessed with Alana as if DC is not letting Shane Warne play. Thank you Khushi. That's exactly my point. Kavya Jain Trishadi, the way Shafali was playing after 10 for 4, her intent was so good to see, and from her World Cup performance and after that dead DC match in which she performed shows she's a big match player. Agreed. But dead DC match क्या है मेरे को नहीं समझ आया. ये डीसी क्यों डीसी को क्यों मार रहे हो यार. हरिहरन why WPL matches are considered only in two ground, why not in different stadiums like Chennai or Kolkata or Hyderabad. I think it's because of the
World
of
Cup.
the T20 World Cup that will happen. Yeah. आशना जीजी के का ईरा नहीं हल अब be it men's cricket or WL. Acha, GG is not working basically, whether it's men's cricket. Yeah, I think there was a meme which I saw that, Gujarat Giants have requested for the team name to be changed. I mean, the short form to be changed. Okay, त्रिशादी काव्या जैन. त्रिशादी क्या लगता है जी त्रिशा खेलेगी नेक्स्ट मैच किरण नवगिरी की जगह. हाँ मुझे तो लगता है. Mohit Patle, Trishadi, DC couldn't retain Meg as they can retain only two overseas players. By retaining Sutherland and Cap, they wanted better team balance and possibly hard for or expensive to buy back. I completely agree. I think they wanted all rounders. Basically, you have to see both Sutherland and Cap. Abhi Cap batting bhul gayi hai, but actually, I think Marizane Cap was at that time the right choice. Shashanka Mahala, RCB has shown their prime in some moments, but hope it wouldn't come in finals. Trishadi, I am laughing on Renuka Richa incident. Oh, I was laughing for 2 minutes straight, the way Richa and Renuka were chatting. In fact, when Renuka hit the boundary, Richa was like, oe hoye! From behind. And I know someone else will be joking and will be after Renuka, and that's Shafali Verma. Let me tell you something. Shafali and Renuka are like the Tom and Jerry of the team. So yeah, it'll be super fun. Okay. Where? Okay. Akash Yadav, should Sutherland banned in WPL 27? Hai? As she did not tell about not playing WPL, that's why DC struggling. If she told earlier, they would retain her for 2 seasons this time. Ban should be like to Harry Brook. No, yeah, this is.
No.
अगर ऐसा है तो फिर तो यार जेमी अचानक से वापस नहीं गई इंडिया आने के बाद, तो फिर जेमी को भी WBBL से बैन कर दो. ये नहीं हो सकता ना. अल्टीमेटली व्हाट, प्लेयर्स है पर इंसान है, तो वो इंसानियत तो थोड़ा बहुत रखना पड़ेगा. Bhavna M. Reddy, this is the right time to put MI out from playoff as they would have a high chance of winning if they qualify. Agreed. Rocking Star. Is Saili Satgare that better? She's not that better as she's being shown, but she's good. She's not bad. I think
Yes,
थोड़ा
she
सा
is
स्लो
brilliant.
है, थोड़ा सा अगर पेस ज्यादा होता बहुत अच्छा होता.
अच्छा होता.
Indian supporter hated Ania Shrapsol for 8 years straight from 2017. Got closure after 2025 World Cup win, even though she wasn't aware about my hatred. Now love her for RCB. My 1 AM thoughts. Well, uh,
Full
that's
circle.
true. I think Ania Shrapsol ka naam hi sun ke na, when RCB selected Ania Shrapsol, a part of me, the unhealed part of me, was like, what? And then, of course, Khushi Singh is saying Renuka Bradman Thakur. Absolutely. अरे यार. Mohit Patle, Richa Renuka moment was like Pant Kuldeep moment. Yes.
Yeah, yes.
निश्चित एक और जीजी फ्रस्ट्रेटेड है. एक और जीजी फ्रस्ट्रेटेड. Yes. Sunil Kaushik, your all-time top 5 women cricketers in the world. Sneha should start.
Oh, all-time moments. Oh, it's very difficult. Ah, Mitali Raj. Then Mason Cap. Then Meg Lanning. Mm, I think one another name. Meg Lanning. What? I'm thinking of some legendary names. If I'm forgetting. Hmm, wait. Can we keep it at three? Keep it at three instead of
Okay,
five.
fine. We'll keep it at three for you. For
That
me, I think top five. One, should I say, we'll reveal later. If you already don't know who would be number one, then we'll talk about it later. Number two would definitely be Sarah Taylor.
yeah.
Number three, Meg Lanning. Number four, Marizanne Cap. Number five, Actually, I'm confused between a few names. So let me take one more second and say,
You have watched Belinda Clark?
yeah, yeah.
Mm,
I would go with Catherine Fitzpatrick. I know many of you have not seen her bowl,
yeah.
but Catherine Fitzpatrick. And I was a little confused with Catherine Fitzpatrick or Neetu David. I will still go with, Catherine Fitzpatrick. And number one is will always be Mithali Raj. I don't think there has ever been a greater women's cricketer ever. Can take any amount of abuse for that, but it stays that. आकाश यादव, तब बेचारे हैरी ब्रूक की क्या गलती थी, उसको क्यों बैन किया, क्या उसको मेंटल इशू नहीं हो सकता? अब तुम हैरी ब्रूक के लॉयर क्यों बन गए भाई?
नहीं, आई थिंक आईपीएल में ये बार-बार हो रहा था, तो इसलिए वो
करेक्ट,
प्रॉब्लमेटिक हो
करेक्ट.
गया।
अगर
तब
डब्ल्यूपीएल
जाके
में भी
उन्होंने
ये बार बार
डिसीजन लिया।
होने लगे ना,
हाँ,
तब तुम देखना
तब
डब्ल्यूपीएल में भी बैन हो जाएगा.
एग्ज़ैक्टली, एग्ज़ैक्टली।
अच्छा, हरिहरन, Sadgare has banana style bowling like Meghna Singh. Yes, banana swing. That's not called banana style. That's called banana swing. ओके, काव्या जैन, सुशादी, इट्स सो आयरनी, रिचा के बाद हमारे पास सिर्फ एक अच्छी विकेट कीपर यस्तिका थी और वो भी इंजर्ड है. ट्रू. हरिहरन इज सेइंग काइंड ऑफ. अच्छा, बनाना, हाँ, बनाना स्विंग, यू आर करेक्ट. डेविल किंग, गुड नाइट त्रिशा सीसो, गुड नाइट काव्या जैन, गुड नाइट त्रिशादी. शैंकी हैज आस्क्ड फॉर आवर स्ट्रीमयार्ड लिंक. अभी तुमको आके गप्पे मारने हैं क्या लाइव आके? Akash Yadav, Sayali Satkare replaced performance of Renuka Singh 3-year performance in just 2 matches for RCB. Kind of true. True. So, Prashant Gupta, all-time top 5 women cricket. Perry is on top, bro. For you, yes. Mohit Patle, Mithali, Jhulan, Perry, Meg, Sarah Taylor. Good names. Sharanya Halda, no Jhulan Goswami for you guys both. Unfortunately, not for me. And I think not for.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, not
Yeah,
for
I
me.
have still two places left, but yes, it's very difficult. So many names are there, but it's very difficult, you
Yeah.
know. Mm.
Hariharan, all time for me, Charlotte Edwards, Sarah Taylor, Catherine Brunn, Jenny Gunn, Susie Betts. Okay, rocking star, different
Interesting
people
names.
stepping up in. Sorry?
Interesting names.
Yeah. Rocking star, different people stepping up in different match. That's helping RCB as of now, or RCB really the best team in the tournament. Most balanced team in the tournament so far, no doubt. And that was our marathon 1 hour 40 minutes live's last comment.
Oh, it's ends.
I have taken every single comment, guys. I'm super proud of my own self.
Okay, yes. So, so a huge credit to Trishadi for taking all the comments one by
Hariharan,
one.
good night, both of you, for having smooth session. Sunil Kaushik, if Smriti breaks all batting record, will she get a place in your top five? Um, no, until unless she starts performing in pressure knockout matches in the tournament. Shashanka Mahala, Hariharan is saying hats off. Thank you, Hariharan. Shashanka Mahala, bye. Good night. Good night. Bhavna, why Rajeshwari is not in GG11? I feel they're not utilizing her properly. Agreed. आकाश यादव ग्रेट गुड नाइट मोहित पाटले थैंक्स प्रशांत गुप्ता ऑक्शन के बाद आरसीबी को वीक टीम बोल रहे थे कौन हमने बोला था कि वीक टीम है एक काम करो हम जा रहे अभी सोने तुम दोबारा स्वॉट एनालिसिस देख लो फिर कल आके कमेंट करना ठीक है ओके चलो
Okay, thank you, Trishari. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. 1 hour 42nd minute it's going on. It's been a marathon, but the best part is still the concurrent viewers around 141, 145. I think that's the best part. It's 100. You know what? One name 124, still 141 concurrent viewers. It's a huge thing for us. Thank you guys again. So yeah. Tomorrow we will be back. A huge game for DC, for MI also. I think after now it's 2 wins in 5 games for MI
yeah
also. It's a huge game. So in the context of this edition, I think it's a huge game for both the teams. So let's see what happens. Till then, take care. Good night, and let's meet tomorrow for both the pre and post show. Till then, take care. Thank you.